And I would also like to acknowledge that we have been made aware of a youth who passed away suddenly. And I would very much like to express my condolences to the family for your loss. This is truly very sad. And this individual had received a dose of vaccination more than a month before passing away.
More emphasis on more than a month.
There was nothing in the history or medical record to suggest an adverse reaction of significance or myocarditis.
Yeah, nothing to
despite
suggest.
What may be portrayed on social media. We are following with
listen to the
Chief Coroner's Office in that investigation. It will take several weeks to complete the investigation.
I assure you, we will not find that what we're not looking for.
And there's nothing in the investigation to date to suggest that there was a causal association.
Nothing to suggest. Healthy kid.
That person having received immunization.
Dropping dead 33 days after a shot.
Unfortunate passing.
It's unfortunate for the greater good.
But if in fact we learned something different with regards to that, we certainly would communicate.
Yeah, we would, not we will.
But I think at this time, I would certainly like to reiterate my condolences to the family members. Such a sad thing to have a young person pass away suddenly like this. This is a rare event that does occasionally, rarely happen.
But you just finished saying there was no. You just finished saying there was no causal relationship. It's a rare event, but it does occasionally happen.
The investigations that are required to help determine exactly what happened are taking place.
Trust us, we're looking into it.
Would urge that people respect the need and the right of this family for their privacy.
You hear that, people? The government is ignoring it for their own privacy. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a beautiful Saturday here in Florida, hot, and other than the beautiful weather out there, there's going to be nothing fun. There's going to be nothing entertaining. There's going to be nothing uplifting about this. I don't think. I think there are certain situations in which it's impossible to find some sort of optimism or find salvation or find the brighter side. There are irreversible tragedies. There are irreversible wrongs that even justice, whatever that means, cannot right the wrong. And we're going to talk about one of those today. We've had on Stephanie DeGarry, Maddie DeGarry's mother. We had on Sean Hartman's dad. These situations where doctors are baffled. Everyone's baffled. It's like we can't find a cause because we're not looking for it. And you hear these try not to use inflammatory rhetoric. You hear these lying buffoons saying we can't. We're baffled. We can't find any cause. It was more than a month ago that the individual had this shot. More than a month ago, so can't be related. Less than 2 weeks ago, so can't be related. And we now know. We now know the numbers are out there. 3 things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. But the truth can be hidden for long enough that a lot of damage can be done until the truth is revealed. So today we have on Alan Martin and his wife, Taylor Martin. Sorry, I actually didn't know the name, and I see it now in the avatar. Their daughter, 18, passed away some 3.5 months after a Pfizer jab. And it may not be a story that you've heard of, Trista Martin. And there's probably a damn good reason why you've never heard of the story, because they're looking. They'll get back to you 6 months from now, a year from now. Media doesn't touch it, and I've been just doing a bit of a deep dive to see which media has covered this story. Alison Morrow, who you might know from Locals YouTube, covered it. There was another, I'm not saying obscure in any demeaning way, a non-legacy, non-mainstream media outlet. It's another story that has been subdued, suppressed, and utterly ignored by the media. And we're going to talk about it today. And it's going to hurt everybody's heart. There's nothing about it that doesn't hurt. And so you read tweets, and I came across this because I read a tweet that made my stomach hurt and made my heart hurt. And then I reached out to Alan, and he reached back, and we're going to do this. We're going to talk about it. So we're going to bring them on. We're not lasting long on YouTube for obvious reasons, although I probably will still post this in its entirety afterwards and take my chances with the YouTube suppressors. Suppressors and censorship, which I've said many times, is costing people's lives and has cost people their lives. Okay, so we're bringing on Alan and Taylor. Alan, Taylor, I see you. I'm going to bring you on. Why do I have a problem doing this? How's it going?
Good.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. It's nice to meet you. It's terrible circumstances under which we meet, and this is the world in which we live. What I'm going to do we're going to talk here for 5 minutes. You'll give just the brief overview of the family, like one general question, and then we're going to end this on YouTube, and we're going to go and delve into this in its entirety on Rumble. Who are you? Where are you guys from? What's your family story?
We're from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. We've got hers, mine, and ours. We had 2 that were left in the house. The rest are adults and had moved on. The last 2 in the house were Trista and her little brother Noah. Trista was 18. Noah just turned 15 a couple of days ago. Trista had turned 18 in early 2022 and was excited to be an adult, excited for freedom and for traveling, and she was about to start college, and she loved concerts and music.
So you're from Oklahoma.
Correct.
And how many kids in total?
8.
8 total. Like I said, hers, mine, ours, and one that is really biologically neither of ours, but is ours. Yeah. So,
all right. And if I may ask, what do you guys do for a living, work-wise?
I work in IT and as much side job stuff as I can do. And she does
marketing,
social media management, marketing stuff.
All right, very cool. Now that's about all we're doing on YouTube, people. So I'm going to end on YouTube. The link to Rumble is over there, and we're going to get into the story, get into this now.